What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 2024 Drunken Fumble Week 1 Commish Address version 1.1. This is the first time I recorded this, so you couldn't hear my voice, but now, surely you can. Welcome, everybody, to Drunken Fumble. Week 1 is in the books. There was not a lot of passing yards. I think the average yardage for quarterbacks was under 200 yards, which seems really odd. My team was shit, but I am hopeful for the future. I'm sure there are a few of you thinking that way as well. We had some injuries with Jordan Love, and now we hear that Christian McCaffrey is out on IR, I believe, and will miss at least 4 weeks. So lots of action so far. Let's get right into the matchups. Jumping into myself, taking on Team Egypt 88. Eric, our defending 2-time champ, clearly not quite ready to let go of his winning ways, coming away with the win 145-114. Just a shitty output from my team. I had to kind of play a little bit of running back roulette, and I did not luck out with Chuba Hubbard. On the other side, Jahmyr Gibbs and Alvin Kamara were very good, as well as Josh Allen with 2 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns. Eric was just above the league median, which I believe is 142 points, so he will improve to a 2-0 record. And as I was below 142 points, I will drop to 0-2. Next matchup. You know, you give them a little, and they get so excited. You know, the 2 happiest guys in week 1 in our league was Spencer and Justin. And it's fun to see them so excited, you know, like they're running around, they got kites, they're making traps and catching animals. I don't know what gingers do in their free time, but they're stoked. They're fucking stoked. And you should be, Justin. 170 points to Nick's 98. That is just a huge blowout, worthy of Superman of the week. Lamar Jackson with 25 points. Kyron Williams with 14, Pacheco with 15, and it just keeps going. Tough outing from Mark Andrews, as obviously Isaiah Likely was the more targeted tight end in the league this year or this week, much less in Baltimore. But I don't expect that to continue. Joe Mixon did have a big day, 30 carries, just a ton of usage there in Houston. And Nick, man, 98 points, and you didn't find out about McCaffrey until like last minute before that game. Not that you'd had a chance, but that sucks. And now McCaffrey's out. I don't know. Maybe you could trade Baker. He had a good week. 4 touchdowns. Big day. Dak Street boys taking on Chief of Stafford. Chief of Stafford, just enough to come away with the second league median win on top of the win over Wills, 94 points. Ugh, that is not good. Just like your whole team was disappointing. Debo was okay. Your bench was better than your starters. Just, man, I know Prescott, it was just kind of game scripted out. Etienne, he was less of a, or more of a split backfield than they had anticipated. Giants still suck. Cincinnati couldn't get it figured out. DK was quiet. Man, that's a tough way to start the season. Chief of Stafford on the other side. Aaron Jones with the big outing. Bijan had a solid enough game. Jaden Reed with the 4 catches and 1 carry for 33 points. Wow. Not bad, not bad. Looking ahead at Greasy Boners taking on It's Mickey. And you thought, Mickey, you thought it was going to be Will because he had under 100 points. But joke's on you because Nick also had under 100 points. So Will isn't even that special this week. You, however, you are special this week, Mickey. And even though it wouldn't have made a difference, I will throw that out there initially. You had no kicker going into Thursday, which is fine. Going into Sunday, which is fine. You had no kicker after Sunday, which is a little concerning. But, you know, there's one whole guy out there that you can go get right before game time. Let's just leave it till the last fucking second. And Greasy Boners comes in and steals him away. And I just want to point out, Shane, that you got just an honorable mention for Superman of the Week for that little move. I wish it would have made a difference. I wish he would have had fucking 30 points, that kicker. Damn. That was, yeah. You dumb bitch. Shane coming away with the win, improving to 2-0. Mickey does lose, however, because he had a decent score this week. He will get the median win. So we'll see that come into effect the first time in this matchup. Moving on to Diarrhea Jane taking on Barry McCockiner. Whew, this is a little bit closer of a matchup than some of the other ones, 140 to 122. Jordan has enough to get the win, but was a few points shy of the league median. Joe Burrow struggled out there, as did Kirk Cousins. Both of your starting quarterbacks having a difficult day. Stephon Diggs had a couple of touchdowns. His value might be higher right now than it is going to be in a while. Tua, oh god, that's so tough. I don't think he's gonna retire. I think that was maybe blown out of proportion a little bit, and I don't want to downplay head injuries because it looked bad, but ugh, god, don't dive, dude. You stupid asshole. Anyway, Diarrhea Jane coming away with the win. They will be 1-1. Barry McCockiner at 0-2. Big DK Energy taking on ET Phone Mahomes, the other excitable ginger of the week, taking the win, 153 to 132. Ramondre Stevenson and Rashad White looked good on the losing side for Casey's running backs. And then his kicker had a big day, but that was pretty much it. Saquon Barkley, 2 touchdowns on the ground, 1 more in the air. He was fantastic. It felt good to get that game early. It wasn't the Thursday game, it was a Friday, but when you have a good start, it just feels good. Jaden Daniels also looks good. He definitely jumped up significantly in QB rankings in that first game. So, yeah, Spencer's looking dangerous going forward. I think that is everything. If you guys have any questions about how the league median shit works, just let me know. But I think it'll kind of like figure itself out. I know a few guys had some questions, but yeah, I don't want anybody to get confused and not know what the fuck's going on. So if you have any questions about the league or anything like that, please let me know or ask one of the other guys. Yeah, good luck in week 2. Commish out.